for this project, you will need your sewing machine, your iron, a ruler for measuring your fabric, a piece of chalk for marking your fabric, any form of sewing scissors that you prefer. You'll also need a regular tape measure that you can cut into two 3.5-inch long pieces. I recommend putting either duct tape or masking tape on the ends so that the edges are blunt. You'll need your inner lining fabric, and I recommend a tough either canvas or cotton. And then of course you'll need your outer fabric, and for this video I will be using a thin cotton. The pattern for this project is considerably straightforward and only consists of two pieces of material. The outer fabric, which is 5 by 16, and the inner fabric, which is 5 by 19. Now we're going to begin sewing. So for this first step, you do not need your outer fabric, so I recommend placing that aside, and we are going to begin working with your inner fabric. So now you're going to take your inner fabric and you're going to fold it over just about 1 or 2 centimeters, and you're going to place a pin in it. Continue pinning this fabric all the way across the edge and then repeat on the other side. Now sew all the way down that seam. Once you have sewn this seam, repeat the same on the other side. The piece of fabric you just sewn with the rough ends of the seam facing up and lay it on the table. Take your outer lining and lay it directly on top of that piece of fabric. Make sure to leave about 1/2 inch of space where there is a gap between the two fabrics. Now that the fabrics are lined up, you will fold the edge of the inner lining over the outer lining and iron it down. Once you have sewn one side down, repeat the same steps on the other side. Now fold your fabric together just like this, right side facing up, and sew along the very edge of this seam. Now trim the excess material off. Now we're going to hide this seam by folding the pencil case inside out. Make sure to poke the end all the way through. Next, you're going to sew along the same edge that was previously sewn. Make sure that if you sewed a 1/4 inch seam on the outside, that you sew a 1/2 inch seam on the inside. Now folding this right side too again. Once again, poking this end all the way through. You have hidden this seam, and it's time to place your tape measures into the little slots that have been created up here. There we go. Now this is in, and you can repeat the same on this side. Now this next step is fairly simple. You're going to repeat the exact same steps that you did on this side, now on the opposite side. Sewing a 1/4 inch seam up, flipping it inside out, and sewing once more a 1/2 inch in. Once a pencil case is turned right side to, you are left with the final product. I hope you enjoyed.